Hi. Um, okay, so I was just um, trying to get through I'm behind in my homework. I'm taking a spiritual life coach certification course. And even though I kind of do that in my healing work, um, I found a program that's very organized, and um, then I'll have a piece of paper that people can come to me just for that instead of having to go through healing, like laying on the table or whatever. So anyway, really like the program a lot. It's organized. It's information that I've channeled for years, but it's all put together more sequentially, more chronologically. Um, it's really well done. Anyway, um, but I thought I was doing well. Even though I'm behind, I felt like I was gonna be able to catch up and everything. And then I switched my email to a Gmail account. Um, Months ago to because of this class, and I just found that Gmail has this folder that I didn't know about, and I have 37 emails in there. So I'm already behind. I have these 37 emails. I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to catch up? Um, I'm going to cut out a lot of the story for you anyway, but I get so overwhelmed and and so fast that I was like, and I was hearing from I'm getting one-on-one sessions from the person who started the whole program, and and I hadn't got one of those emails either. So that led me to find these 37. I'm like, oh my god, and it feels like I'm getting yelled at because of all the exclamation points and the let's just call it tough love. And he's right, it's like because I'm behind, it's putting too much of the workload on him, and it's my journey, and so I need to be doing more, and I need to be more proactive and blah blah blah. But we have a lot of stuff going on, you know, with our house. We're trying to sell our house and everything. Trying to practically give it away on Friday night, but it didn't work. So I felt like I was getting yelled at, and then I found these 37 emails, and I'm like, oh my god, now I'm farther behind. So got overwhelmed, and because of this program, I'm learning about how to feel the healing feelings more. So I did a video a while ago about from a healing that I did on someone where you need to have an experience with your true emotions and stuff like that. And that's how the information comes through healing. But in this program, it's coming a different way. It's coming more less organically, let's say. Okay, so the stuff that comes through organically for other people, it has a softer energy than the school way of doing it. Like I said before, I was the class clown, so school is not um, like fun for me, really. Okay, so I just started to like crumble, and I'm like, okay, you'll just feel what I'm feeling, whatever. And I remember being at United Airlines and having our tests, our check rides and stuff. Because I was a girl, I you have they sit you in a room. And they ask you like questions, and like the military guys, they only have to answer questions for like an hour, and half of the questions are like how's the family, how to go, would you fly in the military or whatever. And then but by the time, for me, I looked more like a flight attendant that got lost in the training department than I did an actual pilot, because I used to be much more attractive than I am, and young and cute, blonde hair, blue-eyed, like 120 pounds. I looked like a flight attendant. And so they'd sit me in a room for like 4 hours. It's called an oral exam, which, yeah, make all the jokes you want. I'll just take a couple seconds to laugh about that in your head. But so it was like 4 hours of question after question. So I really had to learn everything. So my tests were much harder. And then I had and then you have a simulator portion of the test of the exam. So I took a sim check for the 727 flight engineer, very difficult, and I got everything right. And I flew single pilot operations out of the Emirates flying charter, and so I did everything myself. So we had to fly and do the checklist, everything ourselves on the radio, and talk to the customers. And I remember one time taking off out of White Plains, this guy kept talking. I'm like taking off. We're like 50 to 100 feet above the ground. This guy's like, "Hey, Carla," like we're just chilling in a restaurant. And I was like, "Dude, shut up. I'm taking off right now. If you wanted someone to talk to, you should have paid for another pilot." So anyway, so because I was single pilot for so long, most of my hours were single pilot stuff, I was quick in the sim. Plus I know how much harder my check rides are going to be than everybody else's. So I would practice. And so I was really fast. And I made no mistakes on my flight engineer simulator check. And the guy was sitting there, the check airman is sitting there, old man. We call them dinosaurs. Dinosaurs is not an affectionate term that we call the guys who kind of have it out for female pilots that they don't want us there. So this dinosaur was like, "I'm on the fence." And I was like, "On the fence about what? You know, I don't know whether I should pass you or not." And I looked at my instructor, and he was looking at me like, I have no idea. I said, "Did I make any mistakes?" The guy's like, "No, but you went too fast." And I was like, "Well, if I, with all due respect, if I didn't make any mistakes under this high pressure situation of being tested, never having flown the line yet, hadn't even flown any jets yet. I don't think I had flown any jets at all. And if I didn't make a mistake on this check ride, why would you think that I would make mistakes when it's my job, and I'm doing it 5 times a day?" And he was just like, it was crazy. And then, he knew that my mom was in one hospital and my brother was in another hospital. So my brother had been attacked and he was in a coma, but he was out of the coma, but he was in Boston. Then my mom, who was she had cancer, and then she was in remission, but she got leukemia, and there's all this stuff going on. And she actually, that's when she died and came back to life. I talked about that in another video, I'm pretty sure. She was in Danbury, Connecticut, so it was like 4.5 hours apart, 2 different hospitals. And I'm out in the training department, and this guy had it in for me because he didn't think I should be out there when I had 2 family members in hospitals. But he's trying to get me to cry, and I was like, he said, "You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here." And I said, "Well, my father, who was the chief pilot of American Express at the time, like he needs me to be here so that I could go back to work. And then when I was home, off from a trip, then he could go back to work." So his company was being awesome. Anyway, so this guy, you just don't know what people are going through. You have no idea what people are going through. And you look at their life from the outside, it's so easy to judge. It's so easy to make them wrong in their own life. So you just don't know what people are going through. So anyway, what I wanted to say about United was, in the training department, so that was the beginning of my training, was my brother and my mom were in hospitals, and I was trying to learn. And I did it, and I got through, and I did okay. I did fine. I did great. Good enough. I'll get that for me. But Um, School was always stressful after that because I saw that they just had it out for me, and it was not cool. There was something else that happened at the 9-month check that I'm not going to go into right now, but oh my God, so much bullshit. But there was only like 5% of women at United are pilots. Only like 5% of the pilots are women, and I think that's like the highest. Like United American had the highest, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but we had the lowest at the time anyway, the lowest um, problems, lowest accidents, incidents, and blah blah blah. I'm like, kind of think they go hand in hand, but be that as it may, I'm not saying any more than what it was. But so I remember the training department and my friend Frank. I have this friend Frank Altieri that's hilarious, so funny. And I told him how I felt like before we learned the Airbus at the same time. And oh my God, so funny. And in the morning before the check ride, and this happened every time before either the oral part or the sim check, I would see like a cleaning woman, say, like cleaning the bathroom and stuff. And I would always look at her and I would say, "Oh my God, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. You don't have to worry about all this." I would like feel like I was going to throw up. It was so stressful. And you just all you do is clean toilets and scrub sinks, and then you punch in, you wash sinks and toilets, and then you punch out, and then you're like, you can play with your family and stuff. Because I was like, even when I wasn't in the training department, I was studying. So I was just always studying. Every boyfriend I had for years, I got ultimatums from either spend more time with me or um, it's over. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no, it's over. I can't. I have to study. And they're like, oh, I took it back. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're done. You can't give me an ultimatum and then go back on it. But I'm happy with the way I live my life up until now. So it was just it's a funny thing that my friend Frank had the same experience. You just look at the cleaning people and you're like, oh, you're so lucky, you're just dumping out trash. You don't have to study and you get to go home and then be with your family. And most of you people have like Thanksgiving off. Frank, me, Russ, and Sam, we were like a little tiny fraternity, and the four of us, we had a simulator, a sim block on Thanksgiving one year for the Airbus. I think it was the Airbus. And oh no, it's Lee. Was it Lee? They all run together. We went out. The only place that we could get food, we had to go get our food by we'd be on the bus by I think noon, and then it takes a little while to get there. We weren't going to get back till like 6, 7 at night. So on Thanksgiving. So we were all laughing. We went to this bagel place, and I remember I got a bagel with lox and cream cheese and stuff. And we were like making fun of our Thanksgiving meal, and we were laughing and making fun of each other's food and whatnot. And then we get on the bus, and my family called me and passed the phone around thinking that this was a good idea and like say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, wish you could be here and all that. So he passed the phone around and it's like, I got more and more depressed as the phone went around to like 18 people and say, hey, we were here. It's like, oh, and my friends, the guys were like, they were crushed too because they could hear, and then the realization that this is Thanksgiving and we're like on a bus going. Everyone's just like, we went from laughing about eating bagels for Thanksgiving to like, oh, it sucks, and we're here all day. But pilots are just fun, so fun, such like almost like children, but it's really funny. But the point is, the training department at United Airlines became a stressful place. Hold on, I'm gonna Okay, training department, super, super stressful. So now, that was a long time ago. And now here we are, January 30th, 2017. And now I'm back in school for something else. And this is totally different because I'm a customer, so it's really not, it shouldn't be so stressful for me, but it is so stressful for me just because of what school has meant in the past. All right. So, I sort of imploded a little bit when I realized like there's these 37 emails and I'm way more behind than I ever dreamed. And then I'm doing one-on-one sessions and there's the same amount of homework in that, and I'm like, "Oh my God, how am I going to do this?" Anyway, so I just kind of let myself fall apart, let myself feel. And I basically, and we have exercises and spiritual life coaching that we do with people to get them through. So it's like some of this stuff is me, and then more and more of it is becoming the spiritual life coach program exercises and things to do to help people get through stuff. So up until now, everything you've heard, all the videos you've heard, has all been me or things I've channeled, and then a chunk of this one is the spiritual life coach certification training program exercise to get you through the what am I feeling exercise. And so I went into went inside, and I saw myself like as like a 5-year-old little girl and just kind of like crumbling, just so sad. And then I'm asking her, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? Even though I'm the one crying and stuff like that. And I'm behind her and I'm looking at her. I'm like, well, what do you, I'm going to make you tea, but what are you feeling? What are you feeling? And it was so much sadness and so much shame. So truckloads of sadness and shame, sadness and shame, and sadness and shame, on and on. And then through moving through the exercise, I got to see that. So our egos keep us safe, sane, and secure. That's from the training program. And this is also from the training program, which I think is cool. So if you just touch the hairs on the back of your arm, don't touch your skin, just touch your hair for a second. Just touching the hair, and you feel how sensitive your sense of touch is. And then to realize that your skin protects your body the way your psyche protects your soul, the way your ego protects your soul and your psyche. Except that the ego's 1,000 times more sensitive. All right. So when I was seeing this little 5-year-old me so upset, and I was letting her be upset, I wasn't jumping out of it, which is what we normally do. We normally jump out of what we're feeling because it's uncomfortable, and our ego keeps us safe, sane, and secure by, mine is like really funny. Mine kind of does like a little song and dance and usually turns things around. And so now I've gotten in the habit of not letting it just make something hilarious to entertain me, so that I forget that I'm sad or whatever I am. And so the sadness and the shame, I've just let it be there. And so now I'm yawning, so I'm releasing it still. But while I was doing that, and I was sort of actually at the same time holding my ego, saying, no, it's okay. Let her feel this. She can do it. She can do it. It's okay. And I was right here, and I'm going to make you tea, but what are you feeling right now? Sadness and shame. Okay, just feel it. Just feel it. And I had to hold my ego back from trying to stop this process and like change it and shift it. And so it really helped me see my ego, like what a loving defense mechanism that the ego is just tries to keep you so safe and secure. I realized that my ego was always, it always tried to protect me and spare me from people seeing me make a mistake, from people ridiculing me or making me feel bad about making a mistake. So actually, like, I've always been the kind of person that stays away. I just stay away from people. I've always stayed away from people. I'm much happier away from people. I have some students now. I think I told you about Jesse making me come down out of the tree. Like, I saw myself, Jesse, who died December 14th, he showed me up in a tree in Tennessee on our property that we're trying to move to. And he's like, "This is you. You're up in this tree and you're looking at what's going on, and you're getting all this information that comes to you and through you, but you're not just supposed to keep it for yourself and for the few random clients that trickle into your little healing room that you don't even advertise. It's all word of mouth. And this information isn't just for you." And so it's scary for me to come down out of a tree and just teach. That's why it's so scary for me to do these videos, because my main ego defense has been to keep me away from everybody so that no one can judge it. And oh my God, there's just so many people that are so many people hating, and I mean, I see it everywhere. Holy crap. Like, no one can do anything right, because the way people's egos work naturally is when they see somebody do something, they put themselves in that position, like, oh, if I did that, well, you didn't, someone else did. But if I said that, or if I did that, then that means that I hated that person. So then you got, right now, you have all these people where you can't even talk. You can't even talk to people who disagree, because everybody's getting triggered. So it's like trigger fest going on right now. And it's fun to have conversations with people. It's fun to be able to debate with people you disagree with. But it just doesn't seem completely, entirely very possible to do that right now, because everybody's just getting triggered and whatnot. So anyway, my ego, in trying to keep me safe, sane, and secure, just tried to keep me as invisible as possible, tries to keep me away from people as much as I can, and just tries to keep my mouth shut all the time. So then my soul's like urging me to do videos or talk and whatever. And the reason I started talking, I said this in another video, I know, like, why do you talk then if you don't like it? Well, because I had a thyroid condition, and speaking is, so thyroid's right here, and so that's right at your fifth chakra. So in order to heal my fifth chakra, I just started talking, singing, not very well, but singing. And when I said, whenever anybody asks me to talk, I'll talk. And so I started talking. And that's why I'm doing these videos, because I feel like I feel pushed to do them. But so I just want to do a quick little meditation about your ego. I want you to just see how does your ego work. So just close your eyes for a sec. Drop your chin to your chest and inhale through your nose, and you're going to roll your head to the left. Inhale, roll back, inhaling, and exhale forward. Inhale to the left, inhale back through your nose, and exhale forward. Don't let your shoulders come up. Push your shoulders down. Inhale back, stretching everywhere you can, and exhale forward through your mouth. Clearing. Inhale to the right now. Inhale back. Keep your shoulders down and exhale forward through your mouth. Exhale. Inhale to the right back, inhaling back. And exhale forward, keep your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And one more time, inhaling back. And exhale forward. Now just letting your head make any movements, letting your body make any movements it needs to make. And just focus on your tailbone and grow a root down to the center of the earth, wrapping around the core. You can make it a color just to make it feel that it's got tons of safety and security wrapping around the core. Feel your love, gratitude for Mother Earth. And now Mother Earth wraps around your root. She sends up a root of her own from the center of the earth, wrapping gently and lovingly, so much bigger, around your root, connects to your tailbone. 100 times the love and gratitude that you sent her, she has for you, grounding in at this moment. Creating a peaceful spot, a place of peace. And in your head or out loud, you can say, I'm grounded, I'm grounded, I'm grounded. And now, starting with an energy ball at your tailbone, let it roll up your spine. And as the energy ball moves up your spine, it creates space between all your vertebrae, and it heals as it moves up. And at your heart, I just want you to pause at your heart for a moment and just open to receive healing in your highest best interest from me. I open now to receive healing in my highest best interest from Carla. I open to receive healing in my highest best interest and the highest best interest of all. It is so. And you can continue that up. Watch the ball going up. Put your tongue to the roof of your mouth if it's comfortable. Let it go to the very center point of the top of your head at your crown chakra. And you can extend a beam of light from your crown chakra up to heaven, whatever heaven means to you, connecting to heaven. Whether it's God, angels, Buddha, universal consciousness, health, healing, or just the highest vibration possible. And through that beam of light, you send up all your love and gratitude for heaven and all that means to you. And heaven receives your energy and your gratitude gratefully. Heaven receives it, takes it all in. It feels so good. It feels good for you to send. And it feels good to have what you send received in full. Heaven's not saying, oh, you don't have to send me energy. No, thanks. You keep that. No, you're sending a gift to heaven, and heaven gratefully opens to receive it with open arms, and it feels good to the giver, to you. Allow that. You're giving. Feel everything that you're giving to heaven is received 100%. It's so good. Now, heaven shines a big divine healing spotlight on you. It completely covers you, and it goes out about 10 feet all around in all directions. Divine healing light shining on you, warming you, healing you. These are all your blessings. Heaven received with gratitude what you sent, and now you open to receive with gratitude as much as you possibly can. Let it open and heal your heart. Maybe your heart wants to open to this energy and purge any conditions that it's placed on love for yourself or others. Any conditions meaning, when I finish that, then I'll relax and take care of myself. When I when I'm nicer to my family or my friends, then I can do this or that. Or whatever condition you're putting ahead of receiving love or receiving nurturing from yourself or from others, let those conditions, let those blocks to love and receiving love, let those conditions just dissolve. Dissolve away. See a clear path to nurturing yourself. See a clear path to taking care of yourself. See a clear path to love. And all that means to you, a clear path. Ew, it makes so much sense. To nurture myself right now, not to wait till I finish this or that before I finally open to love and receive love. Let the divine healing spotlight just purge everything out, all your blocks to love for yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you can love other people. And now, you're going to find a reflective, keep your eyes closed, you're going to find a reflective surface inside your third eye. But you may not travel to your third eye. Your soul and your spirit may just be participating on a larger scale. So however it comes, find your way in your mind to a reflective surface. It may be a mirror, maybe water, and whatever it is, let it be. You're just going to see yourself. We're going to ask this to be easy. Angels, please let this exercise be as easy as possible for all the participants. Let them receive as much healing as possible. Let this be easy. And some way or another, your ego is going to come out of you. We're going to just pull your ego outside of yourself. And you may hold it or look at it. Just look at it. However it comes, let yourself see your little ego, or your big ego, or your huge ego. Just see it. Just take it in. No judgment. Just look. What does your ego look like? I'm just going to clean them off right now, so you can see better. What does your little ego look like? Does it have eyes? If it has eyes, look into its eyes. You may not see the mouth move. People and things in this dimension speak telepathically, so you'll just hold the intention of hearing the communication, and then you just wait. Relax, stay grounded, relax. Don't try too hard because that gets you out of the alignment energy. Just relax into that spotlight. Hold the intention. If you have a question, here's a question. How did you keep me safe all these years? What did you do to keep me safe? Make me feel safe. Show me how you loved me. How did you defend me? Noting what comes up. Things may come quickly. How did you keep me safe and make me feel secure? Notice any tightness in your belly. When you inhale, big belly breathing. Inhale, big belly. And this is really happening. I don't know if there's people saying, oh, this isn't really happening. This is really happening. This is how this work is done. It does shift things. Just send love to your ego. Maybe it's not talking yet. Your ego loves you. Your ego thinks you're the best person that ever lives, ever on the planet, and will ever live. Your ego loves you. Just wants to protect you. Just wants to keep you safe and happy and secure. How did you protect me? How did you do it? You can pause this video and have this experience as long as you want, but I'm going to move ahead. So if you want to pause this, you can pause it now and have the experience that you need to have, asking the ego, how did it help? How did you love me so much? How did you take care of me? Show me what you did. Now I'm going to move on. And I want you to just tell your ego, thank you so much. You did such a good job. You got me so far in my life. I thank you so much. You did such a good job. Maybe you want to hug your ego. Maybe you want to hug. Just feel that love. Thank you for keeping me so safe and secure. The best you could. You did a great job. But now I want to tell you, I want you to retire a little bit. I'm going to need you to retire a little bit. I'm going to need you to stop using those same defense mechanisms right now, because I'm a grown-up. Lovingly, lovingly tell your ego, I'm a grown-up now. And I really appreciate everything you've done for us to get us here. But now I'm a grown-up and I have adult powers. I have my own car, maybe. I have a job, maybe. I can leave. I'm not being yelled at by grown-ups where I have to stay because they're taking care of all my physical needs and my safety and my security. I can leave if I want. So I'm going to need you to go into semi-retirement. I still want you with me, but now I want you to speak clearly as my ego and not just snap into a defense mechanism. And I love you so much. Please know I love you. But I'm a grown-up now, and I need to be able to have grown-up conversations with other grown-ups. And I know you think it's your job to get triggered and act out in a way that keeps me as safe and secure as you think you can do. But I need you to just stop doing that now. All the love and all the gratitude in the world for you, but I'm a grown-up and I really need to be a grown-up. And it's harder and harder to be a grown-up if I keep getting triggered by other people and other grown-ups in their conversations. It makes me feel powerless. It makes me feel like that person is out to get me. It makes me feel like that person is to blame for my unhappiness. And that worked as a child, but it doesn't work as a grown-up. And I need to be an empowered adult. I want to be an empowered adult. I want to recognize that nobody can take my power anymore. It's up to me. And I can hold my power. And I love you. But please sit down in the corner. Please don't trigger me. Please let me be an empowered grown-up. Let me find my way to being an empowered grown-up in a society of empowered grown-ups and adults that can handle our differences by speaking to each other with compassion and open hearts. I don't need people to agree with me. I don't need to be invisible. What I put out into the world is what I get back. Because loving people live in a loving world. And angry people live in an angry world. And I know which world I want to live in. I need to love myself and others and have empowered adult conversations where I speak my truth and I listen to others speaking their truths with an open heart and mind so that we can find the common ground and create a powerful, peaceful, loving society. We need more adults. We need more empowered adults. Good. Big belly breathing. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Inhaling through your nose. Big belly. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Breathing in divine healing energy. Clearing out your inside and exhaling slowly through your mouth. Make your posture straight and strong. Good. Feel your spine, the nice curve. Feel your shoulders back and down. Feel your posture so strong. Feel your heart chakra safely open to the perfect degree. See your throat chakra perfectly open, not wide open, just whatever is perfect. The perfect, appropriate amount of openness. So it is. $4, and it's like 2 hours for you, 2 hours for your. Just allow whatever experience is happening between you and your ego. Telling your ego, let your spirit find your spirit. Let your spirit put your ego in its place. And your spirit speaks to your ego saying, please stop lying to me. Please stop making me a victim of other people and circumstances. Please stop telling me stories where I'm a hero and a victim in order to keep me safe, sane, and secure. I know that you love me and I appreciate it. Thank you for getting me to this point. Thank you for being so clever and coming up with so many defense mechanisms to get me through my childhood to this point and my teenage years. I appreciate it. But I need you to sit in the corner, sit in the back of a car as my soul drives. My physical body is my car. My physical body is my car in this life, and I'm ready to let my soul, my spirit drive, my true essence, my true self. Let me drive. And you just sit in the back. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. I am in the world, but not of it. My spirit came into this physical body this time to create something, to do something, my dharmic purpose for incarnating, and that's really where I need to start. At this point, ego, you're really working against my soul path. You're really working against the world I need to create with others on the same page. Please calm down. Sit in the back. I love you. Thank you for all the work you've done. I need to come from my true nature and my spirit and come together with others in the same vibration. To create the peaceful, loving world we know we can create. With peaceful, loving minds. And so it is. Now putting your hands over your heart or wherever you feel. Maybe you want to make an energy ball in front of your heart and put the whole world in it. Send your loving, peaceful vibration to the entire world and every person on the planet. No matter if they are upset right now or freaking out, just sending your vibration of peace and love through every single human. Not keeping it from any single human, every single human being on the planet, without judgment, no withholding. Just send your peaceful, loving vibration to every single human and the earth itself. See yourself as big as you can. And in your head, I am peace. And I know that by holding this vibration of peace and love as a conscious creator of the world, because everything we see right now is just something that was created a long time ago. We need to move forward from this point. So what we have right now is something that was created by people in the past. So where do we want to go? Well, we know where we want to go. Let your spirit, your conscious, creative, powerful self create from here. From here, we see the world we want to create. It's a peaceful, loving world. Hold that vision in your head, in your mind. Use your powerful, creative abilities with me and everybody else who is on this page to create this world. See it right now. See the world. It's calm, beautiful, peaceful, loving. See it. See it now. Create it now with me and everyone else on the same page. Use your creative powers, the collective human consciousness, to calm down the people who are not calm, to ground the people who are not grounded, to heal everyone and everything and the earth itself. Feel how powerful that peace is. Now, just for a second, look at all the little tiny people on the earth fighting, fighting, fighting. See how powerful they feel, but it's an illusion. They're fighting, they're yelling. As they fight and yell and scream, they feel so powerful, but that is just their ego minds. See them hurting themselves. Without judgment, just love them. Love them. Send them peace. They don't know what they're doing. They have no idea. You and I are more powerful because we're coming from a stronger, more peaceful, more loving place. We are stronger. They're like our little 2-year-olds throwing tantrums. See them. They're just like little children. Oh, love them. Don't feel sorry for them. Just love them. Just love them. See what they're doing. Just send them love. Send them peace. Allow them their conflicts. Allow it. Allow it because you know you're stronger. Relax your belly. Inhale, big belly. Inhale. Big belly. And then as you exhale, blow through them. Blow away all their cares and worries and all their fear. As you exhale through your mouth, blow away all their fear so they can see. Inhale through your nose. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Big belly, big conscious creator. Feel your power. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders, big belly. Now exhale again. Blow away all their fear. See them putting down their signs. See them putting their signs down. See them stop fighting. They fight themselves. They fight other people. They're fighting themselves. Just fight, fight, fight. As it is inside, so it is outside. They're fighting. Allow them to fight. Just gently, lovingly sweep away all their fear. Inhale through your nose, big belly. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. And just exhale and gently, lovingly blow away all their fear. Blow away their fear and their fight energy. Letting them ground. Maybe you start to see them doing this meditation with us. See them sit down, connect to Mother Earth. Maybe you see them cry and process what they've been doing, they've been fighting. They're just learning now. They're finally seeing that they were part of the problem. See them doing this meditation with us. See them holding their energy ball. See them being part of the solution. See them creating a peaceful, loving world with us. And more people, these little people throwing tantrums. You see more and more people putting down their signs as you clear and blow away their fear, their anxiety. Just scared little people. Help them by blowing it away without judgment, allowing them their fear, allowing them their process, and then seeing them put their signs down, see them stop fighting, see them sit down. More and more people all over the world putting their signs down, sitting down, connecting with Mother Earth, and doing this meditation with us. More and more people. getting it, connecting with the earth, connecting with us, doing this meditation. And as they do, they get bigger. The more love, the more peace that they hold, the larger they get. And so more and more gets easier and easier for us. There's less and less people fighting. The more love you can hold, the bigger you get. Then you connect with more and more people. You see it until everybody has put down the last sign. Till the last person sees there's no one left to fight. There's no one left to fight. The last person puts down the last sign and sits down, plugs their tailbone down into Mother Earth, into the core. And is doing this meditation with us. They're holding an energy ball. They're visualizing the entire earth in between their hands. They're clearing the earth of any hatefulness, just cleaning it away, sweeping it, clearing it away. Every single human being on the planet is now just channeling peace and love, healing Mother Earth and healing every other human being on the earth without judgment. Now take this in. I love you so much. I'm grateful for all of you who are doing this right now. Thank you for being part of the solution. Thank you for creating and helping me create a peaceful, loving world. I love you. Thank you. Take that in. You are lovable. In your head, I am the change I wish to see in the world. I am the creator of a peaceful, loving world. I take responsibility for what I create. I stay grounded. I stay peaceful. I stay loving in order to create that world. And I hold that vision in my mind's eye. And that's how it becomes a reality. And so it is. Just now love yourself. Deeply and completely love, accept, and respect myself. I deeply and completely love, accept, and respect myself. I deeply and completely love, accept, respect myself, and so I deeply and completely love, respect, and accept all others. And so it is. Oh, thank you guys so much. I love you. I love you.